Hello everyone, welcome back to Angie's Corner. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this bag. So for the materials, we will need a 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a tapestry needle. For the yarn, you can use any color that you want, but I'm going to be using some red and some white. You can use any color to start, but I'll use white to start. For the base, to start, we're going to make a slip knot. And we're going to chain 20. Once you've chained 20, we're gonna chain 2 more. And throughout the project, this does not count as a stitch. Then in the third chain from the hook, we're going to do a double crochet. And we're gonna do 3 more double crochets. So in total, we should have 4 double crochets in this chain. Then in the next chain, which should be right here, we're gonna make a double crochet. And we're going to do double crochet in all of these chains until the end. Okay, I'm going into the last chain. And we made a double crochet already, and we're going to need to make 3 more in that same stitch. So in total, we're going to have 4 double crochets in the last chain. Now we're going to be going into the other side of the chain, and we can see that right here where we did the stitches, we can see that there's a little hole right here. So we're going to make a double crochet in here. And do a double crochet in each of these stitches until we get to the beginning where we started. Once you've double crocheted in the rest of the chains, we can see that we've reached the beginning of where we started. And we can see right here we did the chain 2 and then we did our first double crochet. We're going to slip stitch into the stitch, the first double crochet stitch, instead of the chain. And here is how our base is supposed to look like. Next, you can change colors for this. We're going to be doing our first row of the sides. So I'm just going to undo the slip stitch that I did and go into the stitch again, but pick up our second color like this and pull through. And then with our second color, we're going to chain 3. Then we're going to go into the same stitch that we chained into, or that we slip stitched. We're going to yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up a loop. Make sure to keep this very loose. Yarn over again, pull up a loop, and then one more time. And we should have 7 stitches or 7 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all of them, chain 1, and do the same thing into that stitch again. 3 times and pull through. We're not going to chain 1 this time. We're going to skip 2 stitches and go into this one. Do the same thing. Pull through. Chain 1. Do the same thing again. This is our stitch that we're going to do for the rest of the round. So skip 2 stitches, go into this one, chain 1, skip 2 stitches again, and go into this one, chain 1, and just keep doing the stitch for the rest of the row. I'll meet you when I get to the end of the round. Okay, I've reached the end of the round. We have 1 stitch left and then the chain that we did, so that basically counts as 2 stitches in between the first one that we did and the last one. So now we're just going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, just in the back loop, like that. And there you go, we finished our first row. The next row, we're going to switch back to white. So I'm going to undo the slip stitch that I did and change color. And so that I don't have to cut off the ends every time and retie them, I'm just going to keep it connected in the back. So I'm going to slip stitch, painting that. We're going to chain 3, and then go into this V-stitch. Do the same thing that we did the row before. So 3 times, pull it through, chain 1, well. Then we're going to chain 3. And do the V-stitch again. We're going to keep doing the stitch. I'll meet you when I'm like halfway done or when I'm closer to the end already. We're just going to keep doing the same stitch. And you can see it's already starting to form. So we have like little red hearts and then white hearts. We have our base at the bottom. Keep doing this and I'll come back. Okay, I've done 10 rows of this V-stitch and I ended off with white, the same color as our base. And now we're going to be doing our handle. So we're not going to change color. I mean, if you want, you can change color for this. I won't. I'm going to be using the same color for my handle. For the next step, we're going to slip stitch our way to this V-stitch. So we'll slip stitch in here, in this space right here, and then into the V-stitch. Then we're going to chain 3 like usual and make a V-stitch in here. Chain 1, make another one, so now it should look like this. Now we're going to chain 3 again, turn our work, make another V-stitch into the same one that we did, chain 3, and just keep going like that. Chain 3, turn, chain 3, keep doing this stitch. Keep doing the stitch until you like how long your handle is, and then I'll show you how to connect it to the other side. For now, we can cut off this red strand right here from our other color. Make a pretty long strand, cut it off, and then we'll tie it off and weave in the ends later. Okay, I've done 18 of these V-stitches into this stitch right here. I picked the closest one that was to the side. You're going to want to do that on the other side as well. Pick the one that's closest to the side, and that's the one that you're going to sew this handle into. So I'm going to be sewing mine into this one right here. After you've done 18 of these V-stitches, not counting the one that we did it into, the one that's on top of it, and then count your way up here. Make sure you have 18. Once you have 18, you're going to want to chain 1, make a big loop, and cut your yarn off. And then grab your tapestry needle, thread that through, find that other stitch, make sure your handle is not twisted, align it. On this stitch we have 3 of these loops or stitches. So here's one, there's the other one, so you're going to want to find 3 of them on this one as well. Go through the stitch on the bag, pull it, and then go through the stitch on the handle. Now go through the second stitch on the bag. Second stitch on the handle. And the last one on the bag. And the last one on the handle. Pull it tight, and then make a knot. I'm going to make a knot in the same stitch that we went through on the bag. So I'm going to go through, make sure it's tight, go through the loop, then pull this strand right here, go through the loop, and tighten it. Now just weave in your end. And don't forget to weave in your end with the other color that you had. And weave in all of your ends from the inside as well. You might want to do that earlier on, so that you don't have to flip it inside out at the end. But this end right here is closer to the top, so I'm going to weave that end in. And there you have it. You have your little Valentine's Day bag. I really hope you liked this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more tutorials like this. Like the video as well if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below any questions that you have or what colors you used. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!